let me get this straight. Republicans now advocate that you can be openly corrupt, how you can just enrich yourself through public service relentlessly, spend hundreds of millions of dollars retrofitting a plane that honestly is probably bugged. And they blocked an effort to have the American public own that plane that they invested into, and instead are allowing Trump to use the hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayer money to keep the plane for himself when he leaves office. But wait, there's more. $200 million being spent for a ballroom for a guy with no balls. What are we doing? Dude's not even in office to enjoy it. He golfs so goddamn much that somebody built a tracker. Okay? Do you know what this says at the top, by the way, that got cut off? It says, did Trump golf today? And no is the answer. And it's in green because it never happens. Now you have people in red hats walking around representing the huge anal sore that they are to the American public, talking about fiscal responsibility. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Talking about, how are we going to pay for student loans? Oh, I don't know. How about the $2 trillion tax cut for the corporations and ultra wealthy in 2017 alone, let alone this big ass bloated bill? What about the fact that we could have just lied and taken out PPP loans and forgiven student loans? Because apparently we love fraud, waste, and abuse when it comes to that sort of thing. And that's not even talking about like universal health care. How are we going to afford to pay something that saves money? Who could have thunk it? Oh wait, there's more. You get to spin the wheel of tariffs. Is it going to be a penguin today? Is it even going to be a person? Who knows? Like, his own supporters have no idea what's going on. They can't even explain tariffs, and yet they're just absolutely ecstatic about how much money they've raised. You know, like a tax. Like the taxes they claim to hate, and yet they eat so much paste, they don't understand. They just roll the cost onto them. We have larger gaping holes in our government than Trump's catheter. We have 2/3 of the DOJ resigning. It's unbelievable. I don't know how obvious it has to be for people to wake up, because hatred and racism and stuff runs strong in the Republican Party. But at what point is your basic human needs going to come into effect before you realize that it's not worth it? I mean, this Republican Party, and this administration especially, has single-handedly redistributed so much wealth to the top, to the wealthiest people, not just in the country, globally, because their companies operate globally. And they are taking food and money from people that are choosing between feeding themselves and paying rent, and giving it to people who could not physically spend their money in a lifetime.